Welcome to Ash Wrestling Report. Hey guys, how you doing? The road to Royal Rumble continues in the blue brand. So does the power politics between GM Daniel Bryan and Commissioner Shane McMahon. I'm your host Ash, recording this podcast from my college library. AJ Styles kicked off tonight's Smackdown as he got interviewed by Renee Young. Styles expressed his dissatisfaction with Daniel Bryan's decision last week as he got booked in a handicap match against Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens at the Royal Rumble. Styles was not happy about this, and nonetheless he accepted that match and considers beating the crap out of Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens at the Royal Rumble. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn interrupt AJ Styles and they promise that they won't leave the Royal Rumble without winning that title, without taking that title from AJ Styles. Shane McMahon walks out of nowhere and he books Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens in a handicap match against Shinsuke Nakamura, Randy Orton and AJ Styles as a payback for Daniel Bryan's decision last week. So the politics between the conspiracy between Daniel Bryan and Shane O'Mac continues, and this is leading somewhere. We believe that this could lead to Daniel Bryan potential heel turn, and both Daniel Bryan and Shane O'Mac can have their match at WrestleMania 34. So that was the opening segment of tonight's show, and then we see Daniel Bryan doesn't look pleased as he watches backstage this opening segment. Next up we have Becky Lynch taking on Ruby Riott. The Riott squad is at the ringside of Ruby Riott, and we have Charlotte and Naomi at the ringside of Becky. This match, Becky defeated Ruby Riott via submission. Even though the Riott squad were in Ruby's corner, they did nothing, and she also enters herself into the Royal Rumble. Next up we have Bludgeon Brothers taking on the Ascension. Well man, this match lasted only for a few seconds. The Bludgeon Brothers absolutely mauled the Ascension. I don't know why are the Ascensions booked so badly. I mean, they could have survived. They could have let this match run for a couple of minutes at least, but this is just building up Bludgeon Brothers to utter agents of demolition. And we also saw Breezango walk out of Ascension's corner before the match began, so this could culminate into Breezango versus the Ascension in the future. After that we had a United States title tournament first round match between Mojo Rawley and Zack Ryder. Mojo Rawley defeated Zack Ryder in what was turning out to be an action-packed match, and he progressed to the semifinals of the United States Championship tournament. So Mojo Rawley will face Bobby Roode next week at the semifinals of the US title championship tournament. Next up we had Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable in the ring. They are on the microphones and they demand justice for what happened last week. They almost won the tag team titles against the Usos, but they lost because of an instant replay. They demanded to see the referee who reversed the decision, which turned to them losing the titles. But then the referee doesn't show up. Who shows up is Daniel Bryan. He comes out and books a 2 out of 3 falls match between the Usos and Gable and Benjamin at the Royal Rumble. Next we see Breezango taking on Rusev Day. Before the match kicked off, Aiden English announces that he and Rusev are entering the Royal Rumble, and the crowd loved them. Breezango surprises Rusev Day with a schoolboy pin, which is nothing but a roll-up. So this reminds me of yesterday's match between Titus Worldwide and The Bar, where the ending had a similar swerve. Titus Worldwide surprised the bar with a roll-up where Titus O'Neil rolled up Sheamus, and here Breezango surprises Rusev Day. Even though the Rusev Day are really well over with the crowd, the booking team doesn't seem to show them any mercy by giving them favors of winning a match or putting them in the championship scene. So I'm not very pleased with this kind of booking. Now it's time for the main event. We see Randy Orton backstage, and he makes it clear that he's coming after AJ Styles' titles by winning the Royal Rumble and at WrestleMania. And we also see Daniel Bryan and Shane O'Mac arguing about how either of them are running the show. The handicap match begins, and Shane O'Mac, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens look to retreat as the odds were against them. However, as they tried to escape, Shane O'Mac jumped in and he restarts the match. He states that now it will be a no count out contest, so nowhere to escape, boys. And soon Kevin Owens nails Randy Orton with a steel chair to get intentionally disqualified. However, Shane O'Mac plays the gamble again. Shane O'Mac restarts the match again, and now it will be a no disqualification match. However, the babyfaces soon beat down the rivals. Nakamura hits a Kinshasa, and Randy Orton follows up with an RKO on Sami Zayn, and they pin Sami Zayn for the win. There you have it, folks. The show comes off to a close with the babyfaces celebrating. Daniel Bryan is on the verge of turning heel, and the bill for WrestleMania encounter between Daniel Bryan and Shane O'Mac is on the road. Thank you for listening, guys. See you on next Tuesday for a Raw recap. Until then, signing off, Ash.